Oh, it's a really cool looking weapon. I like it. Wait, why isn't anyone else? Oh, we're instanced.
We're instanced
really?
with Lucille?
Oh, that makes sense. Well,
Okay. That was
Well,
close.
that's interesting.
I'm glad to have such a capable druid as my guardian. I would hate to be your enemy. I'm sure you're wondering why I brought you here. Located somewhere inside this cottage is a hidden door. If we can find a way to access it, the answer to your questions, and possibly our survival against the Coven, should lie beyond. Help me search for it. Find the secret passage.
It's the book. You click on the book. Nope. Surprisingly enough, the retreating book is not a secret lever.
No entrances under the rug. The torch?
Pull on torch.
Just need to find the entrance.
Oh, pull on it. I think it's the torch.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
bookshelf.
The way is opening.
All right.
Welcome to Ulfar. Oh wait, she has
He
dialogue.
says, "You found it. I knew that they were more than stories. Come, let's see what's inside." What lie beyond are more ruins, much like those the Coven sought. However, these ruins served a different purpose, one that established the legacy of the House Waycrest thousands of years ago. Let us head inside, and I will explain.
This is supposed to be a legendary secret entrance. All we had to do was walk around the house. You can see around the house. You guys see that?
No. Really? Oh my god, you're right.
Ooh.
It's a really bad secret cave.
Yeah, I just walked out. Well, maybe it's just because nobody in this universe questions anything until they're forced to by plot device.
I cannot do this on my own, and yet it's kind of forcing me to.
Wait. What was that?
They're intentionally weak. You should be fine. You're not taking too much damage.
Look out!
Ah,
Problem is they got me
Oh yeah, they're
on
taking
the run.
revenants.
I'm going full summons. Haha.
I'm sorry, Mainlander. The Coven's magic must be disturbing the spirits of the ancient Drust. We'll have to be careful.
Oh, one down, one to go. There we go.
Ancestors fought against stone constructs, much like these in their war against the Drust. The Waycrests have always been hearty folk, but the Drust's magic was strong. We were losing the war. In the
That was
end,
really
it was our
disappointing.
scholars that turned the tide.
I summoned my horde, and then it was like, oh, fight's over. Time for a very long, slow walk to the next fight. I'm like, no.
Yeah, this is not hard.
I made all my
For the most part.
guys.
You made all your dudes, but it just don't matter.
Yeah, weird forced solo mission for no real story context, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I hope they don't do this to us in the next zone. The next zone is full of those.
I don't think they gave us a reason why this is solo. It just suddenly is.
Thought that one had me for a moment.
Huh.
As I was saying, the tide of the war shifted when our scholars began to uncover weaknesses in the Drust's magic. They compiled what they learned into a treatise on weapons and tactics that could be used to defeat the barbarians. Armed with this knowledge, our men started driving the Drust back into their mountain holds. They kept that knowledge hidden here, safe from unwanted hands.
Would you walk any slower?
Yes, you to like clear the way, and I'm already on the other side. The dialogue is not exactly designed for demon hunters.
Can you clear the way?
Oh, did you jump over the pit?
Yeah, I just went over.
Wait.
She's like, Mainlander behind you, and I'm like standing inside the room already, and it's just like,
Behind you.
no.
I've made a grave mistake. Yeah, this
Like
is a really weird experience how we're split up.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm actively trying to think of ways that I can help Batbeard out, but I got nothing.
that's cool. So when I started to unblock the path, it was with vines. What did it do for you guys?
It was rocks. I just broke
I
it.
got rocks.
Yeah, mine just fell over.
Are you all right?
Oh, mine actually had vines sort of weave up into it a little bit
Of course
and
you're all
pull them
right.
aside.
I can see it'll take more than a few stones to bring you down. Come along. The book should
Oh,
be in here.
actually, I broke it apart with ice. There we go.
Hey,
It is the last resting place of the Order of Embers.
it's a fun detail.
Ready to revive ancient history. What is your business with House Waycrest?
Are you still fighting your way in?
Yep.
I'm getting experience for you guys killing stuff, I think.
Really?
I just got 6,000 experience standing here next to Waycrest.
Nice. Oh, you know what I could...
I think we're all at it now.
Yeah, just waiting on Shell to talk to Lucille.
Yeah. So this is the place where the Order of Embers are. Okay. Who would have thought that from this stuffy little chamber would rise some of the greatest warriors of House Waycrest's history? Are you prepared to follow in their footsteps? The Order of Embers. The Order of Embers was the name given to those who took up arms against the Drust. Using the tools and methods uncovered by the scholars, they were able to counter the Drust's magic and ensure our victory in the war. If the Coven wants to use the Drust's magic against us, then we'll have to use the Order's weapons against them. The knowledge of the Order rests here, but without a hand to wield it, it will do us no good. Will you be that hand? Will you revive the Order of Embers?
Glory to you are prepared to
Right,
follow
take the
path of the
tome
Order.
of Silver
Take up the
to Ash in Golvar.
knowledge within will grant you, as well as our forces,
Yoink.
the edge needed to destroy the foul coven that plagues our land.
An ancient treatise on how to combat the magic of the Drust.
Hey. You do a great honor to my family. The most noble of Waycrests were once inquisitors of the Order. It's only fitting that it is you who take up the mantle now. Alright, the following will be cast on you, the Tome of Silver and Ash. Woo! The Order of Embers. Take the high road. Let us continue to Aram's Stand. It will take some time to pass the knowledge of the tome and train more inquisitors of our for our cause. Sorry guys, this is getting a little bit late. Okay, if the Order's weapons are as effective against the Coven as they were against the Drust, we may be able to stand a chance of rescuing my family and restoring this land to its former glory. I will make my way there on foot until we meet again.
Death Knight.
Will pay for their atrocities.
The canonical choice.
The Order of Embers. Now then, I believe we have some witches to kill. Our
I
work
jump.
here is done,
More
Commander.
witches.
I'll meet you at Aram's Stand.
I jump just infrequently enough that I completely forget about the occasional backflip. And then it just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, it's so awesome.
I forgot the Worgen could backflip.
Yeah, the
I know,
Worgen's
it's a-
backflip.
Yeah,
I guess I never noticed because my Worgen's a not a Death Knight, a Druid. God
Yeah.
damn it.
The Worgen,
Night
you
Elf
just
does
calling
a-
everything a Death Knight. It's the only class.
Everyone is a Death Knight.
It's just like when I call
I'm a Death
everything a,
Knight.
it's like when I call everything a game.
Yeah.
yeah, I noticed that my Night Elf, she does a forward tumble. Like a...
Yeah, all the Night
'cause-
Elves
Oh.
have special jumps, and Worgen specifically, and I think no one else.
Actually, Blood Elves. Blood Elves do a spin.
I said all elves.
Oh, all
No.
elves. Oh, that's...
And a
I don't
backflip's
know
just
about the
rad.
others.
That's hard.
Yeah.
How can you do a
It's
backflip
not
going
easy.
forward?
It's not an easy
Did
thing
any
to
of you
do.
guys? Did any of you guys see the world record for a double backflip on a flat surface?
All across the sky.
Because somebody actually like
do you world
finally got
record
that
it?
world. So effectively, a unassisted double backflip is almost impossible physically. Like usually you have to use a springboard.
So it
or,
was
like,
just
spring floor or
doing
something
a,
like that.
double backflip at all was the world record.
No, with like on an unassisted one. So no springboards, no like.
No, I was
like
trying to
bouncy floor. No,
It's just
nothing
usually
like
world
that.
records are like I do the most blah, and I was like, how do you do
But
the
no.
most double backflip?
It was just the first person to like succeed at doing so without like assistance. I think it was.
I can't imagine even doing one without accidentally falling on your neck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good old
Oh, yeah.
lethal flips.
yeah. But
Yeah.
It was just apparently some like acrobat YouTuber that was just like, "Yep, I'm gonna go do a bunch of backflips for a while until I finally get it," and he did.
So are we going
crazy.
to Arthur?
But like watching him do it was nuts because it was
I'll have to look that up.
it was cool looking because he did it on the grass too, which is like not easy.
Well, grass is better than
Well,
other
yeah,
surfaces.
softer, but
Concrete.
but the ground is going to absorb some of the force of your jump,
No, that's true.
whereas like concrete, you've got like the most amount of oomph coming off of it. We. Did we? When's the next Olympics? Tokyo?
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever watched the Olympics a single time.
Really?
I usually watch
Really?
the openings, but like I actually legitimately would like to watch the Olympics.
we used to
when
make
they
them
go
like
by.
a real event at my house, but
We always,
we don't have a TV anymore.
yeah, we always would coincidentally be in Minnesota for the Olympics, either summer or Christmas or whatever. Well, it wasn't Christmas, but we'd
These
always
guys
be
look
there for
so
the summer
cool.
winter Olympics.
I know
I-
when you actually get to unlock Kultiran druids, this is what they turn into.
Yep.
I like the Winter Olympics a little bit better because the Summer Olympics is just volleyball.
That's definitely what gets publicized the most, but it's not just.
I know, but it's never on TV. It's like, and the other thing is
Oh.
NBC has the exclusive rights, so like there isn't like 3 or 4 channels that show you different stuff.
That is a good point.
Glad you could make it both.
Because there's
Maine.
thousands of events.
Let me know
think
when
I-
you're ready to.
I
I
think
can take you to Ulfar.
Yeah, last couple times I've mostly just watched.
You ready to click?
Yeah, he
Ready to
doesn't
go?
actually take you there. He just walks to it.
Oh.
3, 2,
Okay.
1,
Yeah.
go. Or go.
You can get on.
Oh, you can ride them.
Oh.
Ride
Oh,
me.
wow, look at
You
his
have
deer
to.
phone. Oh.
Look at him
The
go.
deer form, I should say.
Oh, he's fast.
Those are big fucking wolves.
Those are.
So
and
really
a big
big-
goat.
The Rhyme Huntress. My parents wanted me to be the Navy. Can you imagine that? I can't. I'm too rooted. Get it?
Rooted.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so they're not entirely out of ideas.
That was pretty bad.
They're just all
Special
dads
delivery.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I want these forms.
If you
It's
make
so
a
cool looking.
Kultiran druid, if you make
That
it to a
sounds like
Kultiran
work.
druid. Yeah, you'd have to grind to get Kultiran reputation, most likely.
Ulfar. It has been a long time since the mainlanders set foot in my grove. Do you wish to learn from the Thorn speakers? Or have you come to lay claim to this land, as your kind are so fond of doing? The High Thorn Speaker. What do you have here, mainlander? Ah, I see. My students met with much stronger threats than we expected. Thank you for helping them.
Ah, you can actually ask him questions. Do you want to read off all the lore with that? The who are you? Are you a druid as well?
Sure. It has been a long time since a mainlander stepped foot in my grove.
You
Do
already
you
read that?
wish to learn from... Yeah, I've read that one. Who are you? I am Ulfar, the last of the Drust Thorn speakers, and my teacher, and the teacher of these students. One day, my task will be over. I will return to the earth, and a new High Thorn speaker will rise to lead as the proper way of doing things. but that day has yet to come. I want to ask you something else. Are you druids? We are. We are guardians of the balance in nature and the keepers of the cycle. Life is a part of nature, as is death. You are Drust.
Oh,
yeah.
The interesting thing about this is because I am a druid as well. He says we are not, you and I are not. We are not so different from you. And then but as a druid, you should know this for like parts about being a druid. I'll just put that in there just because it was interesting. Okay, but Drust. Okay.
You're a Drust? Wasn't there a war against them? Indeed, I am. Not all of my people agreed with the conflict. Have you never seen diversion among your own? We Thorn speakers joined. Yeah. We Thorn speakers joined Kut Tiran Society. Some of their descendants heard the call of the wilds and wished to learn the ancient ways. And so, we have taught them.
All right.
And that's it.
You guys go up the mountain. I actually lost the guy when he
When he what?
Oh,
You didn't ride him?
Yeah. No.
you're supposed to ride him.
Yeah.
I lost him.
Yeah, he took us all the way up to a beautiful druid grove with a mega ultra werebear.
Yeah, I've been up there. I
He's
walked
crazy.
it myself.
Wicker
All right.
bear.
Maybe I can just
And all the candles.
maybe I can just abandon the quest.
And
Because
then
I've
find
just
him
been
again.
walking back and forth looking for the nope.
Oh, look, is this his bed and his desk back here?
How could it possibly
abandoning
be?
the quests.
I mean, sometimes he's not a bear.
I
They
guess
can
so.
turn into their humanoid forms.
Yeah. He's just being showy right now.
abandoning the quest seems to have just
Hey, do you know what's really cool about
Made
these
it
bear
disappear.
forms? They fix their really bad rump problem.
well, whatever. I live. I assume he hasn't given any further quests. You just talked to them, right?
Yeah, we just talked to
Yeah,
them.
that was a bit of a surprise. Is you just talk to him and he sends you up. And Arthur just sort of hangs out over here in his bizarre form. Now that I'm looking it up close at Arthur, it's a really odd form. The biceps and everything are like, and his like shoulders and everything are like insanely muscular, and then right at his elbows, it just turns into like semi-hollow wood limbs. And I'm like, I have questions about how that fits together.
Yeah, I think I actually have to go back to the quest giver in the other area to actually write up.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, ouch. I fell a little bit of a ways. Right past a wolf. Right past the big wolf. Better the rhyme
Such
huntress.
a big wolf. Jesus.
He's slow though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we could
Yeah,
just
we're zipping
fight
around.
the
When they
rhyme.
make character models bigger and bigger, but they give them the same movement speed, then it makes their running cycle slower and slower. They make it look right, so it looks right for the speed they're
Wow,
moving
you
at.
have quite the number of wolves around here.
I am dying.
Fixed it.
There you go. I'll heal you up.
Aye.
Do you prefer that mount over your McKenna Strider? Or did they not give you one? Do you prefer that mount over your McKenna Strider, or did they just not give you one?
No, I've got the
You might
I
have to
have
go
it,
back
but
to.
I just prefer it.
I love
Griffin.
the dumb chicken walkers. Why are you guys going back south?
Yeah, why
There's
are you
the
guys
rhyme,
going that way?
Rhyme Huntress. Don't you guys have this quest?
No. Okay, thanks.
Send that again.
Okay.
Waycrest Guard is offering a reward to kill her, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know where I got this one.
It's
from.
the exclamation point was right next to us, right
see.
here.
Oh.
It's because you ran down here, but we hadn't been here yet
Oh,
because
right.
we were
I must
where
have
we're
picked
supposed
that
to
up,
be.
but then got distracted because I realized I couldn't find where the heck you guys had gone to.
Stop howling! Stop it! I kicked him in the howler. It turns
Well,
out the giant
considering
wolf
it's a
we kept.
huntress, it's a her.
It turns out
Yeah.
that the giant wolf we kept running by is actually a quest.
Yep. All right. Well, further on.
I got some nice skins. Okay.
Oh, chest.
Chest, where?
Another one?
Down to the right.
What are they even for again?
The chests?
Yeah.
They
Wait.
can have rare-ish loot.
I can't glide down that far without damaging
ouch.
myself.
Go cap form. Cap form takes less damage from falls.
Just
Oh, that
accept
makes
the
sense.
damage. It'll self-heal. It's fine.
Yeah. Most of you guys don't even take damage in regular combat if I'm nearby. Except for if this Alpine Falcon just comes out of places and this deer.
Oh, the
We
port.
brought a train with
That
us.
mountain dough.
It was not...
So where is said chest? Because I don't see it. Or was it in...
You guys might have already gotten it. If...
I didn't see it.
I mean, you're standing on it, so...
I didn't...
Well,
no.
well,
Yeah, I don't see one.
Alright, guess
I
you
don't
guys already
see a
got it as you
chest.
went by.
I don't think we did go by because we got the we
No.
were on mount back.
Weird.
Oh wait, no, the
I
mountain's
don't know.
right here. Oh no, we got him on him right here, I think. So maybe we did already do it.
Oh, yeah. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I am.
Oh wow, the Rhyme Hunter's quest turn-in's like way down there.
Yeah.
Oh, the source is probably just a poster, huh?
Well, I mean, that's where we're supposed to go to next anyway.
Yep.
It's like big old
Suggested
town.
players 3.
Harem stand.
She was tough solo. Most of these were tough solo. I don't know how, like, mages, for example, do some of these things.
Kiting, like the old
You
days.
can't do it solo.
Yeah, kiting is probably the most likely.
Yeah. That was part of spellcasting in Vanilla WoW, was just learning how to kite things.
Huh.
Or
I
else.
think I was an arcane.
Guardsman
And
Hales.
it
Does she have a
was
blind
not
eye?
Doable.
She does. So, someone has finally managed to track down the Rhyme Huntress. Now our traders can continue their routes to Tirsgard without fear of the beast. Or
Are you
Tiragard.
saying that they can now turn a blind eye? That's insensitive. I'm running away now before she realizes what I said.
Everyone's talking over each other. It's miserable.
Huh?
Oh, the NPCs were all talking to each other in the background because I picked up the quests,
Oh yeah.
and
in
it
here.
is so loud.
If only there was some avoidable way of of that, like maybe
Well,
doing
I mean,
it
I
at the
just
pace of
walked
everyone
into
else.
the area and they started talking to me.
Oh, flight path.
Are you guys gonna talk with Lucille, or are you guys grabbing the flight path first?
Well, I've already talked to her.
Oh,
Flight
really?
path.
But I
Yeah.
didn't get to read for her.
Well,
read to her.
Wander's been
Read-
spamming
read
his
for
way
her.
through every quest this whole playthrough.
Well, if I don't have to read it, then I just grab it and.
But then you get ahead, or you start cutscenes.
No, usually I just wander around looking for herbs now.
Okay. I'm
It's a
glad.
very good job. It does a very good job of keeping me from going ahead.
I'm glad you made it. We'll need to get started right away if we want to use the knowledge in this tome to fight the Coven. A lesson in witch hunting. While I appreciate the dedication that went into compiling this tome, this thing reads like an engineering instructions for a siege engine. Oh, okay. I'll need some time to comb through this information for anything that might be useful to us. I wouldn't mind some assistance, if you have a moment. For starters, I could use some more light in here. Right.
Glory to House Warcraft. Now, it says here that the Order used special weapons.
They're lighting the
against
candles
Drust
for
to
her.
counter their dark
It's also
magic.
super bright in here
If
already.
it's correct, then whatever they used
Look,
could also
her
disrupt
eyes have
the
never been the
Coven's
same.
magic. Let me
Those
mull that
mosquitoes.
over. Could you do me a favor and jot this down?
The only thing I could think of.
Somewhere. Okay.
Nope.
Rowan wood? No, that doesn't grow around here. Alchemical fire?
Oh,
Oh,
look at
if
the
only
look at
Master
the
Ashton were here.
quill in my hand.
Have a field day.
It's stabbed through my thumb. And I'm just like waving my hand to try to get it unstuck from my
I need to find
thumb.
sewing kit. It should be somewhere in
That
my bag
sounds-
over there. The tome mentions that the
I'm just like,
United
get it out, get it out.
silver to disrupt the magic of the Drust.
Too far away.
If the Coven wields similar magic, they may be vulnerable to silver as well.
Need Lucille's sewing kit? Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
that's over here.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, she's got a silver needle in it.
You've already done the entire quest and fled the premises.
What? No. I actually, I haven't even started the quest yet.
Did you find
I
it?
got very distracted.
Ah, you found it. Excellent. Lucille produces a long sewing needle from the kit. You look confused. Let me explain. Sharp thinking. I have reason to believe that the Coven has already infiltrated Aromstead. There are many unfamiliar faces here. Refugees from Corlane, and we know they can use magic to appear like one of us. This needle is fashioned of solid silver. The witches are indeed vulnerable to silver. Then a prick from this may be enough to break their spell. The refugees may not be keen on being prodded, but they must understand that this is for the good of the town, and perhaps all of Drustvar. Okay, use the sewing needle on 10 Corlane refugees.
Oh,
Marshal, we may
Yep, time to go poke people.
use against the Coven. We will need able-bodied soldiers to wield them.
We also have a martial quest here.
My lady. They'll make fine recruits for your Order of Embers.
I have no doubt you're a quite capable Death Knight, Mainlander, but we will need some help if we want to make it to Waycrest Manor in one piece. A small group would be ideal, strong enough to face the Coven's threats, but small enough... Oh, strong enough to face the Coven's threats, but small enough to remain largely unnoticed. Reed produces a bundle of letters. I have written new orders to some of my finest soldiers to join your Order of Embers.
What?
They will report
That
to
just
you
happened.
and the Lady Waycrest. Lady, please deliver these to them so you can prepare to move out.
what happened?
Why was I turned into a witch?
Someone probably cast it on you for funsies. Probably Wander.
No.
Aura's race
Rav.
event who looks bizarre. What is his face? It's a weird. Oh, he's got a dinosaur helm. Okay.
Well, how do I get this thing off of me?
Normally you can just right-click the buff to get rid of it.
Thank you. Otherwise, it would last for 10 minutes. Yuck.
Yeah, like this one. I can
Which
do.
makes you.
I can make myself.
that looks cool,
I can make
though.
myself dark.
Is that a toy?
Yeah, the Heartsbane Grimoire. It was from earlier today.
Oh yeah, I'll have to do that.
There we go.
Okay.
Huh. Hey, I don't need to get a Dark Iron Dwarf anymore.
What is that a
Sweet.
toy that you have?
Yeah, apparently so.
How long does it last?
Hour?
An hour? You can just be a big stone dwarf?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Time to just
Heartsbane
roleplay
Grimoire.
as somebody else for the rest of this series.
As you transform into Illidan.
Yeah.
It looks like some careless witch made a poor attempt to hide this grimoire from sight. No good could come of leaving the possessions of the Coven for hapless villagers to find. It would probably be a good idea to destroy any trappings of the Coven that you find in Aramstead. Burning the books.
Oh. I like how we reveal
Oh my
every
god, there's
witch
so
in
many
town.
quests. Share that one now.
Oh. Among her possessions, the witch carried a crudely drawn map of Aramstead. The symbol marks what looks like the entrance to a cellar beneath one of the buildings. If this location is important to the Coven, it might be worth scouting out.
It just lit a sword on fire that was by the head of a sleeping person, and their entire body just was engulfed in flames, but not really.
Looks like we have witches to fight.
Oh my god. Me moving around as this Stormforged dwarf looks real dumb. Because it just sometimes grows wings, and if I do my dash, I just kind of hurl through the air awkwardly. And it has a panicked animation because obviously this is not a skin design for any of the things that I'm doing.
No. Reminds me of Burning Crusade, where you could what was it? Oh right, it was Worgen weren't a playable race yet, but during Karazhan you transform into a Worgen in the library, and so you didn't have a jumping animation. If you jumped, you hovered into the air. Your character would just be doing you'd just be doing your standing animation, but you'd float 5 feet into the air and then 5 feet back down.
I think we could do Karazhan, just like the 4 of us at some point if we wanted to.
Didn't they revamp it to make it harder?
They did, but that was for like 2 expansions ago.
Already?
And like,
all right, that was probably that was Draenor, wasn't it? The one that we weren't ready for it at the time, and we didn't boost.
And so like I was going back to Legion dungeons, and I can solo every single one of them without taking like damage.
With our current gear, yeah.
And this is like my shaman too, who's like not. I think shaman's supposed to be one of the enhancement shaman's supposed to be one of the weakest specs in the game right now. Decent for soloing because you can heal yourself, but like, you know, definitively not as good as say like a full party. So if we wanted to do like pretty much anything pre this expansion as the 4 of us, or 5 if we include like a fan or 2, we pretty much have no limits on what we could go back and do.
Cool. Wait, I followed you out here and you're just collecting herbs?
Don't follow me.
I don't have permission to loot that corpse, it says as I try to loot an herb. Thank you.
What's up, Keith?
I had an accident.
What?
Did you?
Okay, I found a way back up. I jumped off the cliff.
Oh.
And we're on a mountain, so it's scary. But then I found a way around to get back up. I was like, oh no.
Oh, so these are all the people you recruited.
Yep.
Oh wow, he got crowded in here really fast.
I guess I'll do the turn in for Marshall Everett Reed, because I think I was supposed to read him.
Keith was.
Oh, Keith did it? Yeah. That's probably when I was very lost and trying to get back to you guys. Well, Keith can have it. My voice is kind of raw anyway.
It's with reluctance that I add hand command of these men over to you, but it must be done. I hope you lead them well.
All right, and then Theo says,
"This is the whole night. It's like 1 male quest and like 4 female quests in the same room every time."
Part of it is every zone has a female story-specific NPC, and they give the lion's share of like the actual important quests.
That's interesting. I hope that we encounter one where it's male driven.
Not in this expansion.
Really?
Nope.
Did you go because you adventured through the expansion?
I mean, technically there's a little bit with the Zandalari, but those characters are actually voice acted.
Okay. Right. Sharp thinking. It worked. I knew we were right on track. It's too bad we don't have a stockpile of silver weapons lying around, but I think I know how we can deal with that. Alright. Implements of ill intent. That was good thinking to dispose of the witch's trappings. I don't want to know what would happen if an innocent villager toyed around with such things. Alright, and hidden dealings. You found their leader. Excellent work. The people of Aram's Stand will be safe now that you've so thoroughly dismantled the Coven's machinations here. A new order. Before you leave, I have one more task to ask of you. While you were busy recruiting our Inquisitors and driving the Coven away from Aram's Stand, I took the liberty of placing an order with the local tailor. Using some of the sketches within the tome, I had him put together some uniforms reminiscent of those worn by the Ancient Order. Since you will be leading our Inquisitors, I think it's only fitting that you present them with your new regalia. Alright. We can get a Banisher's Jerkin or a cowl.
Words of induction somewhere in the tome. Let me see. Ah, here we are. Brothers and sisters, today you become the searing fire that burns away the darkness. Today, you become the shining blade that cuts through the wicked.
They don't really change the current stats.
Of hope against the endless foe. By the authority of House Waycrest, I name you Inquisitors of the Order of Embers.
Oh, that's funny.
I forgot how many toys there are. Oh boy.
You guys can all hand out, you guys can all induct the recruits, which makes this real awkward.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that was strange.
That was very strange.
A special task for the Order. Any recommendations, Marshal?
Captain Cleardawn, excuse me, Inquisitor Cleardawn is as reliable.
Look at the
as
animals.
come. I'm sure she can handle anything you need her for.
Thank you, sir. What do you require of me, milady? If we wish to defeat the Coven for good, we will need more than silver. We will need fire. Take this recipe for alchemical fire to Master Ashton in Falconhurst. He will know what to make of it.
It's a puntable marmot. I punted him.
What?
The rest of us will need to prepare for the ride to Corlane. Marshal, I understand you have a plan of attack.
Yes. Ride out on the mainlander's command.
What am I? What happened
A
to
little
me?
goblin?
I'm a goblin, but I have a pirate hat for a face. I think. This is what happens when you start stacking,
Did I read off for
You're
Lucille?
a nightmare.
Oh.
I've got a wizard hat. Which is adorable.
I need to go get more toys.
Alright, everyone ready?
Yeah.
After the cutscene thing? Okay.
What
Yeah.
is your business?
There, that was nice and official. Now I think it's time we took the fight back to the Heartsbane. I believe the Marshal has a plan.
Are all of these active? They are.
There are a lot of strange toys in this game.
There are. I gotta go collect more.
Okay. So it's market to market, but first we have Marshal Everett.
The Coven will pay for their atrocities.
Lord and Lady Waycrest lay trapped in Waycrest Manor. Before we can reach them, however, we must be brave enough to... we must brave through the city of Corlane, which is firmly in the grasp of the Heartsbane. Our first course of action should be to set up a forward outpost. Our scouts have found that the tower at Watchman's Rise is only lightly guarded. I recommend we take the tower from them. This is now your command, Inquisitor. Say the word and we ride. I'm a butt-crumbling pirate.
I kind of love how silly this item is. You prick someone to see if maybe they're a witch, so it only has a chance of happening.
Huh, so this Inquisitor Cleardawn has a quest for us. Lady Waycross has entrusted me with securing the town of Falconhurst and the services of Master Alchemist Ashton, who lives there. However, I have found no one has heard from Falconhurst in some time. The skies above the forest are impassable, so we must travel the old roads through Drust ruins in the mountains. A small, capable party is a better chance to bypass the growing forces and the witches and to help secure Master Alchemist Ashton. Okay. To that end, I ask that you will assist me. Oh, okay. Keep the Inquisitor there.
We've not a moment to waste. Falconhurst hasn't been heard from in days.
No one's heard from anyone in days by the sound of it.
That's usually the case, I feel like.
I will meet you there.
Everyone's dead.
Well met.
Let me onto your horse.
Oh, so are we going to Corlane?
I think
Yeah, we might as well.
Or are we going to Falconhurst?
Are we
should
following
probably go up to
Cleardawn? She
Corlane.
just turned into a horse.
Well,
Did you see that?
yeah, it disappeared.
She turned into a horse and that horse disappeared. That was
mean,
the
hers is-
strangest.
What a way to get around. Can you imagine
sure.
that?
Oh,
Hers is clearly the side quest, but
Just
yeah.
be one with the horse.
Let's go up to Corlane so we can absolutely just dive into a dungeon next time.
I'm just going to work.
Because I'm assuming we don't want to do a dungeon until next time.
At this point, it'd probably take too long, yeah.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's
These
so
are
many
quite the
toys.
fields.
Oh, hey, Shell.
Star. Huh?
Never mind. No, it's fine.
Star. It seems to be moving, or is it in the air? No, it's up in the tree. Actually, it's Talon.
Oh, hey there.
It's a pretty looking falcon.
Wow, that's just a mean toy.
Which one? The witch one?
No. I found one where you just throw a fish on the ground and you can kick it around.
Yeah, that's kind of mean.
It's because there was a quest back in the High Mountain Torrent area where you're supposed to kick fish back into the river to save them. But, ouch.
Yar, I have assumed my true form. A boat.
Save the fish. Give him bludgeoning damage.
I like the part where he stopped moving.
Every time I hear that, I feel like it's from like Futurama
Let's
or
see
something.
the fish. There he is.
Up. There's a quest.
I just kicked him into this tree.
There is a quest.
Okay.
Hey Wolf, would you
The
like a
Teller
fish?
Old Jacob here was one of the few folks who were never wary of us. I have on occasion even helped him around his farm in return for supplies. It's an injustice just to ignore his plight, even amidst our own problems. The corruption which holds him clearly seems to be early in form. I believe I can cleanse it. Take this branch and bring it to the 3 shrines around the Ashenwood. That should allow it to gather enough energy for the ritual.
Oh.
What's up?
I became a Nord.
Oh, yeah. My student Amelie and I have taken upon ourselves to act as keepers of these woods. We were away from Drustbar briefly, and upon our return found the grove infested and the surrounding land corrupted. Amelie decided she could deal with the grove infestation alone. It's been some time since she ran off. Could you look for her while you're off in the Ashenwood?
Critter shot. So many of them.
Be wary of them.
Okay, we should probably keep going to Cormula. Oh no, my ore.
Wait, so we're not continuing these quests? You just want to go up to
We
Orlane?
might as well just grab whatever. We're gonna be all over anyway. But
Oh.
I don't know. How much longer do we want to go? That's
Look at all
that's
these
part of the question.
spores.
Oh my god, the mushroom people.
Chest.
Oh, you were under attack.
Yep, but I got that.
Chest.
You did.
Yes.
Wait, where's the... Oh, the chest is over there to the right.
It's chest day. Dropping
Oh,
a
God.
Join us?
You imagine? Can you imagine somebody?
Oh, I was interrupted.
Yes, you were.
There's too
imagine
many of them.
Somebody going only to the gym for their pecs and nothing
I
else.
like how I'm taking all the damage.
Yeah, that you are.
I can
You've
swear I've
almost
seen
got
it.
me killed.
Is it down here?
No, it's in
The
here.
chest?
Seen a guy in my gym that looks just like that.
No? Okay.
Why do they hate us so much?
He's like,
But does he
bony
just
legs.
have effectively
Well, I did run through them.
Superman?
Do super
tits?
chest, but
Nothing else.
like his forearms are super skinny and stuff.
That's scary.
Oh, man.
He's just a weird barrel person. Just knock him over and roll him.
Like I've known some dudes that like
He has a
specifically
uniform circumference.
were like the meaning of the term term phrase never skip leg day because they had like teeny little stick legs and they were built like tops.
Those who
A lot
remain.
of attackers here, goddamn.
The runes on the wooden plaque glow
Yeah,
faintly with an ancient magic.
We're supposed to go make a shotgun so we can hit and stun them for some extra damage to kind of like take the edge off. We got the Flight Master's whistle in this game. No. Huh. I wonder where I got it then.
So, did you guys continue north?
No. I wouldn't mind. I don't really care where we go.
Because we could get the rest of the tomes over here with the...
I'm just ludicrously distracted.
Of course, because there's probably herbs everywhere.
So many! It's a problem.
You know, they're always going to be there. They're never going to leave.
They disappear frequently.
Yeah,
actually.
but they never actually leave. Every day there will be infinite herbs in every direction in every place.
Yeah, but
Wonder, are you addicted?
Yes.
Look, I gotta get my weed, man.
Hey, don't you make jokes like that. Especially because you don't even imbibe in that stuff.
Hey, if YouTube doesn't pan out, I've got
What?
I've got stock for days.
Oh my god, being a giant Nord man with my normal movement speed makes me feel so slow.
Go for something smaller. I went with like a little gremlin-y skeleton.
Yeah, I had that guy too.
It looks really dumb when I do my double jump, let alone grow wings. I have not actually done this quest. I never found it.
Which one? The mushroom guys?
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot to murder.
Yeah, there is.
There's so many
That's
to murder.
Kind of nice though. I do kind of wish they had they'd like made the quests denser and like gave us some more breathing time between like turn-ins.
If you eat a glowing mushroom, you get bigger. Yes. If you find glowing mushrooms and eat them, you get Mario'd.
I ate a shrinking mushroom.
I gotta try this.
I'm even more bigger,
mushroom.
so I feel even slower.
I'm smaller.
Where is this mushroom?
They're orange, red, and glowy.
They're on the ground.
Like they're all over the place.
Oh.
Yeah, they're the handful that are interactive. There's one up slope from us right now.
I need one more relic.
There's one right here.
I am nowhere close.
Wait, there are mushrooms growing on that doe's back.
I'm nowhere close, yet Batbeard is even further behind than I am.
I have all of them.
Batbeard, mushroom. Come to the jumping wolf. That's
These
not
mushrooms. Oh, I see.
Oh, you found them. Okay.
I got slightly bigger.
So very, very slightly bigger. Look at how slow your moving cycle, your running cycle gets. Like, I have to be a gnome that's 4 feet tall? Impossible.
Ooh, slow.
No Ashenwood relics.
Oh wow.
Great.
My run cycle looks so slow now.
Wait, Fungarians? Oh, they're
Hungarians.
they're barbarians.
Or Hungarians.
Fungal barbarians. God damn it.
Fungal barbarians.
Yep.
The only thing I can think of.
I mean, when we were eating them, they're the fungal pops.
I really liked Hungary. I liked Budapest. That was
It
my
was neat.
country.
I don't know if I ever want to go back.
Yeah,
Take that,
yeah.
Budapest.
Well, it's kind of one of those where like we saw literally everything on the list.
pretty
Or like
much,
Buddha
if you
Snooze
saw-
Fest.
No, we liked it. We liked the zoo where animals were slightly left unattended so you could pet them.
Yeah. Like straight up sloth on the walkway.
Wander, stop.
You can tickle him.
Time to read. And while you read, I will critter cannon. Where you going, Wander?
I'm not actually done. I gotta go kill
Shit.
one more mushroom.
Alright, and does Batbeard
The
still
wood
need
remembers
some relic?
and guides us.
Yeah,
This
you
should be
wish.
enough power to help this
You have
farmer.
such bad RNG.
Yeah. Keith, you should probably go help Batbeard at all times.
Maybe because I'm slow
What?
and I
You
can't
could
keep
do
up
that.
with you.
Don't give me
And
homework.
I have to actually do damage to them to
You're the
find
one
it.
that has so much free time that you invent tasks for yourself. Also, aren't you gaining experience faster than us now because you're constantly
Yeah, he's
didn't you say
constantly
did you say there were
gathering.
5,000 experience each? That's not a little.
Like 3,000. But yeah, considering how many goddamn herbs there are everywhere,
Jesus.
it's not a little. No. I'm catching up to Batbeard.
Oh Jesus.
I mean, not that it matters. Like, no matter what, I am progress locked.
Well, can I
Like, I
sub
straight
stuff
up
with
can't
you?
even do endgame content until we finish all of these quests, which is really interesting because like all the previous expansions, you know, well, I don't know about Legion actually, but I know with you know, obviously Wrath of the Lich King and stuff like that. If you just got to max level, you could just do whatever you wanted.
Oh my god. This dog's adorable. Jacob Teller's companion, Whisper, is adorable.
Okay, 6 of 8.
Oh
just
my
2
god.
more.
He's perfect.
Oh man.
I'm gonna pet the dog. I'm petting the dog. I'm sitting down for a better angle for looking at the dog.
Wander, I need you to summon your mammoth.
Oh, okay.
I'll carry you beyond.
How do I? There we go.
Yep.
How did I miss this guy? I didn't even see him.
Time. Well, you should probably invest some of your like growing wealth into new bags for your characters.
Yeah, I probably should. That way I'd be able to carry more junk.
Yeah, I'm more than willing to bet that you were kind of loaded in.
I have Ember Silk bags.
Yeah, what do I got? I got Demon Hide satchels and an Inkstained satchel.
And those carry how much?
26, 20, 20, 20.
Mine's 22. Yeah.
Yeah, mine are all 22. I have 70 slots total.
Yeah, I've actually got to increase my inventory space. I just haven't cared since I
Did
carry a
Batbeard get all of the...
Things got
Things
really
needed?
weird. Things got really
One
weird
more?
when all the other bag sizes started to get bigger than your built-in one.
Did you hear that they actually can't increase your inventory, like your base backpack size? They've tried.
I think you brought it up. Yeah.
Yeah. I probably brought it up when we were playing Conan or something. I don't think it was during this series.
That was just cool. Great.
Did you get it?
No.
No.
No,
It's
I got
bad.
other things.
So remember, World of Warcraft forces everybody to go through the Gortus Guts RNG, whether they want it or not.
You got it?
So because
We return.
Batbeard has never played World of Warcraft before.
Everyone has to experience Westfall, whether they know what that means or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to follow you guys because they're not on my map anymore.
You can increase your base backpack size now? They fixed that? Because like originally they were talking about it and they said they straight up couldn't. They're like, yeah,
was it up
if
here?
we change it, it like breaks quests.
Guys,
Okay.
look at Whisper. Look at Whisper.
I know, he's cute.
Zoom in on him. He's amazing.
Such a cute doggo.
I've never seen that character model.
That is a cute doggo.
It's incredible, and you can pet him, and your character like cheers when he pets. He laughs.
My character does like a belly laugh, which is kind of creepy considering he's a ninja pirate.
Mine does like some sort of tee.
Okay. The wood remembers and guides us. This should be enough power to help this farmer. Lost in the woods. She said she would head back on her own. Well, at least she's safe. Something more you need? Ashenvale relics. There are a few of the remaining relics these are a few of the remaining relics of my kin. I thought them lost. You have my utmost gratitude. And now just healing the dude.
Oh yeah, you're already 115. Jesus.
Yeah.
How do I get Whisper as a pet?
Let me look it up.
He's got to be a pet. There's no way that he's not.
Okay, so now we're heading to Corlane. Or actually, they're still talking. Remember, as long as the trees stand.
I don't see anything about Whisper specifically, but I bet if you check
that's a
pet
sin.
list. I bet it has a completely different name. So how far are you from 115, Keith?
I'm about halfway.
Oof.
I'm at 61%.
Wow.
Yeah, you've been really herb grinding over there.
Those herbs are
So yeah,
nuts.
61%.
You've been
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some
you've been
herbs.
blazing your way through that experience bar.
It's blazing.
Yeah, I'm at 31% past 115.
Jesus.
Y'all should get herbalism for next time.
Did I overshoot?
You
Yeah,
were
I did.
you were talking about how you don't want us to overlevel. If we level too fast, then what are we gonna do? We'll be stuck.
No, I just want us to complete the story before we like look into too many of the side quests.
The road to Corlane.
Wander, stop grunting at herbs.
Good, you've
They're
arrived.
talking for me.
This town,
No.
this tower watches over Corlane and the surrounding lands. Apparently, it is of little value to the Coven, but to us, it would serve as a valuable foothold.
Keith, the reason why I wasn't reading his dialogue was because he was talking at me.
He was talking at you?
Yes.
Yeah, he talked with me when I came up the hill.
As
too.
you can see, the Coven has conscripted my own guardsmen into their service, though I'm loath to battle my own. These men are too corrupted by the Coven's magic to be saved. For them, death is the only mercy we can give. The Inquisitors and I can handle the regiment stationed outside. We'll need you to find and take out their leader. Your Inquisitors await your command, Demon Hunter. Are you ready to use the tower, or take the tower?
All right, men. Let us take this tower and drive the Coven from Corlane. Glory to House Wakecrest!
Probably doof off when I know I can.
They can probably handle it. We'll just
Yeah, they probably
we'll just
can.
ignore them.
Yeah.
True.
Must get herb. Must get non-stop herb.
I'll fight. Also, it's getting really confusing having the two of you alternate
I mean-
back and forth, back and forth.
I made the
With that
mistake
guy.
once, and then this time it was just Keith being impatient.
Nah,
Well,
it's because you're never around.
I was at the quest giver and you're visibly running away, and it's not like there hasn't been an entire evening of examples.
I was waiting for him to stop talking at me. After that first time, I was just like, oh shit, yeah, I should actually, be consistent with this.
Don't you want to be have like a...
Anyway, Sister Adela's upstairs. You guys should come in here and fight her instead of whoever's outside.
Well, they're screaming at each other right now, so that's why I was waiting. You see, when I see dialogue happening, I like to point my camera at it because, the characters do have bubbles above their heads and they are talking with one another.
Kinda? I mean, they're just doing the talk emote over and over and over again.
Excellent work, Inquisitor. This tower will provide us a vantage over Corlane and all of its holdings.
Well fought, Demon Hunter. The tower's ours. Now we should set our sights on Corlane proper. It'd be wise to get a lay of the land before we put together a plan of action. Inquisitor Notley is an expert falconer and a reliable scout. He utilizes an ancient relic to see through the eyes of his falcon, allowing him to survey great distances. Unfortunately, Notley was injured during the fighting. Nothing serious, but it's left him unable to concentrate enough to control his falcon. Perhaps you could help.
We must remain vigilant.
Bird!
So we're gonna have to control a bird?
Yep. There's also more quests and a flight master.
Flight master. Yeah, so... Did you want to
And a lot
guys
of
want to
chests,
stop
apparently.
here for tonight, or
Was that an
what
inn?
was gonna happen?
Yeah. The bottom floor of this is an inn.
Oh, nice.
All we had to do was
Yep.
murder a witch out of it. Star.
Star?
Star.
Star! I think there's also like a whole quest line in there. Sort of.
Well, there's a chest over here.
Must AoE. So many numbers. Oh my goodness. They really don't want me to get to that chest. That was violent.
I mean,
Oh god, there's
I
more
think
coming.
the enemies in this game are absolutely designed to like aggro on you if you start interacting with a chest, mining, so on and so forth. Like they will
Wait, the star is below? It must be inside something.
Oh yeah, there's a cave system.
It must be deep.
I thought there was an NPC that gave you quests in here.
Actually, I think I may have found the entrance.
Well-
Yeah, you
No?
maybe? No?
Huh.
No, that's
maybe.
just a weird stone. No.
No, the
No,
mine entrance
so-
is up here.
Okay, we'll have to go up. I thought that if we
We might
went-
want to just hold off on it though, because like we get a quest line in here to kill a bunch of spiders
Ah.
Oh,
and like go into the mine. We could do it now. Like, I don't mind going later if people want to keep going. Or not.
I'm hungry, but we could keep going. I mean, you got to eat, Wander.
I'd also been streaming for a lot longer.
I had been making buttons.
Not a competition, guys. You can. This is not a starving competition.
Everything is a competition.
Well, I'm even more starved than you are. No, I've been starving myself since Wednesday.
I mean, I would understand that with you, considering I haven't heard about you eating teriyaki in ages.
I haven't eaten food in 9 hours.
Oh my goodness!
For 9 hours.
Really?
So who's starving?
None of us. Not even one of us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Literally no starving is happening.
We're all whiners.
So are we gonna do the Falcon thing, or are you guys gonna keep?
Yeah, let's go do the Falcon thing.
Things up.
I mean, like, we are straight up at the. No, we're not at the end. I'd say we still probably have a little bit left in this zone. The problem is I can't tell what's side content and what's not because I just did all of it. When I like came through here, because I was just like, well, there's a quest. One of these is like plot
Actually,
related.
where do we find that Falcon?
It's down. You want to go talk to the guy off the back of the tower. You should be looking kind of
Out into the distance.
despondent. Yeah.
It is I, Captain Despondent. The Falconer?
I'm trying. It would be easier if you.
Well, Batbeard, this is probably you.
Okay, it'll have to start from the main page because I just clicked through the first one.
Like
I'm
a
afraid.
reflex.
I'm afraid I'm a little indisposed at the moment, though I suppose I could let you borrow Winston for a spell. Here, take this whistle. It will allow you to directly control him. Be careful, though. If Winston gets too stressed, it will break the concentration. Try to steer clear of any possessed falcons or crossbowmen, and good luck. Oh, and please, try not to kill my bird.
Kill the bird, kill the bird. Hey, oh,
Kill the bird.
he's a normal-sized bird, and it's giving me the mount animation.
What?
Yeah, well, you actually have to, like,
Control the bird.
yeah, control the bird.
The path to Waycrest Manor runs
Oh
through-
dear.
Oh
We should
boy.
check that out first.
Oh. What do I do?
You have to
then?
dodge.
Oh.
There should be a marker
Oh,
on your
yeah.
map telling you where to go.
Yeah, we
Just
have a dodge button.
So, they put up a barrier, eh? I can't say I'm surprised, but that will prove problematic. Why don't we do a flyover of the town proper? Be sure to come in low enough that we can get a good look.
I think there's like a bunch of giant birds everywhere to attack us.
That must
Yeah.
mean that they're not completely
Well,
under the Coven's
maybe?
spell. Maybe there are more
It's mostly
spies
there's a
out
sniper.
Before we return, there's one last place we should check. There's an armory right over the hill. Let's
You
see if
fly
anyone's
really close to the ground, like it's really hard for anyone to hit you.
The blacksmith is alive. We're in luck. Though we better get to him quick.
I'm not gonna lie. Flying over this, there's like herbs aplenty, and it's making me like really uncomfortable.
I think you have a problem.
You have a problem.
I gotta figure out how much these are worth. That'll
The moment
change my opinions a little bit.
the
gotta
moment
get
this
you off that
session's
grass.
over, you're suddenly gonna just be prepping this like herb smoked goat.
I'm sure Reed will be interested in what you saw.
I really want to play a game at some point where like your stats are determined entirely based on the dish you make. I thought that's what Battle Chef Brigade was going to be, and then it wasn't.
Who's a good
Who's a good
Doesn't look like we
bird?
turn it with him.
I think.
must act with haste.
Right back to Reed.
Yep.
All right, I'm coming up. I fell off.
Oh, did you fall off the cliff?
Yeah, I fell off the cliff. At least I've got dashes and the somehow faster double jump.
Raider
I
cannon.
don't understand.
Plonk.
Do not understand why my like glide action makes me so much faster. Anywho, what news do you bring? It's good to know whether. It's good to know that there is still some left to save Corlane. We should focus our attention on them until we can devise a plan to bypass that barrier. Make sure to get this whistle back to Knockley. Thank you, Demon Hunter. The armory presents us a ripe opportunity, Demon Hunter. One I suggest we take. If this battle were to draw out, we have little means to repair our arms and armor. A blacksmith is invaluable to our war effort, and Ballister is one of our best. The armory is but a short ride from here. I suggest you get to Ballister before it's too late.
Glory to House Warcraft.
Remember when you were afraid to accept quests like that because they were going to immediately blindside you with the time limit?
Yeah. They definitely stopped that. Okay, and here's the quest for the mine if you talk to Lucille.
And there's Lucille. Precious metals.
Greetings,
I have another objective we should consider. The Bleak Hills mines is not too far from our location, though the miners were there principally to extract iron. They do on occasion find silver among the veins. Not know the current state of the mine, but it's unlikely that the Coven has passed it over. However, it would be worth braving whatever dangers lie there to recover some silver to use against them. But silver nuggets.
Keep your sails true.
Apparently really hard to get someone to turn into a witch. Like, that was some serious RNG when it happened to Shell.
Really?
I've been trying it on a wander non-stop.
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah. Oh no, it's a toy box item.
I am absolutely a witch.
Are you a witch right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's funny because I don't see him as a witch.
It disappears the moment you go into combat.
Oh.
And it wasn't active when he was on a mount.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
Oh, I don't like that hanging animation those spiders have.
Yeah, I'll have to see what the value of a lot of these herbs are. There's so many of them that it kind of leads me to believe they might not actually be worth nearly as much as ore is. Because like I straight up like I want to say it's like 50 something gold per like piece of ore in this expansion, at least on this server. And so like I will routinely just kind of go out and do whatever with my shaman for a while. Come back and just toss everything on the auction house and suddenly be like 10,000 gold richer, and I'm like, yeah, that's a lot.
The spiders, they're everywhere.
Especially if you're
Spiders, they're everywhere.
not used to actively playing WoW, so the numbers come out of nowhere. You're like, how did numbers ever get this big? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Don't get many travelers here.
What? How'd you get in here? Did you kill the spiders? An eight-legged curse. Some terrible old hag unleashed a swarm of these horrible spiders in the mine. I was barely able to make it out alive, but they got me surrounded. You can't leave me be here. Please, kill those things. Alright, Vilefang spiders to kill. And all wrapped up. While I was able to get out of the mine, some of my friends weren't so lucky. I saw those spiders wrap them up in their webs, probably to save them for a snack. It was terrible, but all I could do was run. Will you help them?
This land is cursed.
Kill everything.
Kill, kill, kill!
More or less the objective, just run, kill everything.
I mean, there's very few objectives that can't be boiled down that far.
Yeah, but this one
You know,
is
maybe-
like, we currently have like 5 objectives all overlapping the same circle in all their cases. It's really just like a catch-all.
Well, it's better than having... I remember doing a Northrend quest the other day where there was a guy who was at the start of a cave and he goes, okay, I need you to kill some people. I'm like, okay, I kill people, but it's a long way to get down into the cave and wind around all the bends and stuff.
And the moment you
Then he's
finish,
like-
they send you back in.
Yeah, and then he's like, okay, well, now you need to destroy their summoning circles. It's like, okay, I go all the way back down into the mine, do the summoning circles, and it's like, okay, well, now you need to go spy on their leader. And it's like, okay, I go back down and spy on their leader. Then it's like, okay, now you need to go kill the leader. And it's like, but you could have just set
That's
me
how it
on
was recently for us in in Hinterlands. There's a troll tower thing
Oh god, I've heard of that troll tower.
Yeah,
I think I've done that troll tower.
They send you back up it like 6 times.
Yeah.
It's like a big complicated staircase. They keep sending you further and further up it, and every single time you have to go back to the bottom to meet up with the people that tell you what to do.
I was talking about that lately. Either I was
So
reading Reddit, or I
time-consuming.
think it was the.
Or I just
think it was
talked
the
about it
YouTube
last
comments.
time.
No, it was definitely text, because it was 2 people having a conversation in text. Plus, I don't know. Everything's bleeding together.
So I might have been bringing it up last time because it was from last my last
Maybe?
video. That's not this group.
My thing is,
My voice is
pretty
just
much-
leaving.
yeah,
Yeah.
happens. I've been drinking a ton of just like extra tea and hot cocoa
We've
lately.
been doing an awful lot of voices.
Yeah, a lot of voices, just a lot of recording. Because yeah, since I'm going away for a whole week, it's just like, well, not only do I have to be prepped for while I'm gone, but I have to be prepped for kind of when I'm back, so I can, you know, not just have nothing. I don't like going on trips.
It's stressful.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's a much needed reprieve.
Oh, absolutely.
Part of why I was originally
desperately need a
against the
vacation.
idea is because I'm like, that's a fortune of money, and I never have that kind of time. And also, I'm not used to traveling. But my financial situation's changed in the meantime. So now I'm like, oh, I should have said yes. I should have definitely gone on this trip because now I'm just like, well, there goes a chance to have all of us in one place.
Yeah. Well.
Someday.
The money was scarier back when the tickets were being bought. Because that was
yeah.
pre-Patreon drives.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
To buy tickets for these events, it takes sometimes like half a year in advance, and people don't know.
Next year, I mean, realistically, this year I probably could have gotten press passes instead.
I mean, also think about it. They couldn't have foreseen that much of the Northwest would be covered in smoke. I mean, thankfully it's lifted, but what if it had been worse? You know, then people might not have been able to go to PAX at all.
What if it was like double California?
Nothing will ever be double California.
I think that's just China.
Is China on fire that much?
It's just dusty.
No, they just put it
and
in
polluted.
there.
They just
They put it in the air on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. Though I've heard they've turned it around substantially since, but I haven't seen any
I mean,
pictures
most of it was
Beijing.
because of deforestation. All of the loose sediments are just blowing around, so the desert isn't.
Well, they
encroaching
also
on
had
cities.
mad pollution problems, but then they're like, oh shit, this is a problem and the world's laughing at us for it. Let's back this off real quick.
Well, there was a treaty or something where there was some kind of stipulation about how industrialized a country had to be before they had to start putting carbon caps.
Yeah, and so they had hit their limit, kind of. But like now they're like really investing in green tech from what I've heard. So like that's a plus.
We're talking about,
Okay.
aren't you talking about the Paris Accords, basically?
To some degree,
Or
yeah.
the Paris
Might have
Agreement,
been.
whatever it's called.
There was another one.
That was the
Yeah,
one.
there
That
was
was the thing
something
that this last time they were talking about, like, America's just gonna leave that. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want our country to go into green tech. The idea of just like having solar panels everywhere is rad.
I want our country to care
yeah.
about things.
Yeah.
That's really
I'm
hard to
just,
get them to do.
So frightened that in the next 50 years, everything is going to,
Shit.
come back to bite everyone. Just, whoa, spiders.
Why do you live here? Elsie, get out of here.
I think she's got mad PTSD. All she can think of is cower.
Okay. Eight-legged curse. You killed them. Oh, thank you so much. It's been like a living nightmare in here.
Yes.
You saved them. You're certainly a hero in my book.
Those sound like
That's
two
regarding
different
the
alternate
guys.
universe question ends. You killed them. You saved them.
Yeah, back to back, that doesn't work too well.
Eh.
I know.
a
It should
little
have
bit of-
referred to, you saved my miners. Thank you. And you
It's a bit
you
of-
killed the spiders.
Bit of blue lightning, red lightning. And then she disappears.
Yep, she runs away at last.
That's the correct thing to do. Run far away.
Speaking of solar panels, the house I live in has solar panels, and it's really awesome. Like, we're saving a ton of money.
Yeah. Like, as somebody that almost exclusively uses electricity as my resources, like, if I could just passively generate that stuff, oh, that'd be nice.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any luck with the mine? Silver nuggets? You found some silver. Excellent. Though it isn't much, any quantity of silver would help our efforts against the Coven. Yay!
The Coven will pay for their atrocities.
And I'm not actually seeing any more quests around here.
That was it. We've got so the next major quest is a steady ballast to go get Angus Ballaster.
Angus
Sleepy
Ballaster?
time.
Bedtime?
Sleepy time.
Okay, sleepy
Bedtime.
time.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Let's all go into the inn.
Yep. I think this is an inn. Yep.
It's
is the end.
officially
Well, you guys are
midnight.
gonna go to the inn. I'm gonna go see if I can sell all these herbs, because Jesus, I have too many.
I'm gonna see if I can clean out my
Just
inventory.
make sure you go to the right state.